This is Shaun from Bliss Magazine. Today we're visiting Red Cup Distillery with Robert DeGroot. So thank you very much for taking some time to meet with us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your distillery and well, what do you want to share about our visit today?
You can call me Rob. Red Cup Distillery was kind of born out of necessity. A few years ago, things didn't look too promising in the oil patch, and there were some other situations. So my wife actually said, "Why don't you start your distillery finally?" The theory in the industry is to go in with lots and lots and lots of money and go buy out of catalogs, but we didn't have the opportunity for that. So we basically looked at historically what would have been done and did a lot of studies on monastic farm optimization, just like the beer geeks would go through, and or guys like Dogfish from the beer side were a huge inspiration to start looking at the history. And we knew that the prairies made a lot of moonshine. This is after we opened, we found all this stuff out, but we knew that we didn't want to use any chemicals whatsoever. We knew that if Grandma made liquor, she didn't have fancy Y labs or these other labs. She had what was available at the local shop, so that's Fleischmann's. So we had grain and Fleischmann's, and there were sugar rations prior to 1945. That was our confines. And what surprised me is it turns out we are the only distillery in the world, or one of few. Revenue Canada basically said we're the only ones that know how to do it without using chemicals for 100% wheat and 100% rye. The only cleaners you find in here is vinegar, bleach, hot water, and then wheat and Fleischmann's yeast, and that's where we make everything from.
Okay, so why don't we move to trying something, one of your products. So we have here, we're trying.
This one's the rye. We just finished the wheat. Wheat's going to be what's in the liquor stores first, because that has been our product. We have won awards on it in Alberta. We have one that we're holding tight on the US because we're just expanding to be able to supply Alberta. The rye we did, my farmer George made 6 acres of rye to try as another crop cycle in the Vegreville area, because rye is quite common in the Paladin Triangle. And we had developed our formula or our process, because my recipe is obvious: wheat, water, and yeast, but it's the process that's a trade secret. So the rye was developed from that because maple syrup, rye, Mounties, and Beavers are Canadian. We knew we were heading that way. We knew we had to do a good job of it, because whether or not Crown Royal and the big guys are pure to their roots, they still are the Bible. You got Crown Royal, Canada Club, Alberta Premium, and then even the States, the straight rye. So we knew whatever we released had to be good. It is exceptional with the 2 ingredients. We sprout ours, so that's the enzyme and sugar conversion, mostly enzymes in the sprouting. And so yeah, we will be doing this equally 50-50 to the wheat. And I drank a lot of rye in my life, but I'd never tasted that before.
What alcohol percentage is it?
That's 100 proof, so 50%.
You wouldn't know.
No.
You would not know it at all.
No.
That's 50% alcohol. I don't know. It's very smooth, very tasty.
And it can catch up on you. Like in my case, I'll play piano or read a book, and if you have a few shots and you stand up, there's a disconnect. However, because there's no chemicals, my body does not do well with barrel aging and that kind of stuff. So we were a little surprised how well this went down.
That's very good. It's very good.
And we are $30 a bottle. We are making our business work with that, just because we're for people with shit on their boots, not in their boots. And if you're making any amount of money with 2 kids in hockey and 1 in figure skating and ballet, you're lucky. You know, K&D is for dinner 3 days a week. So we really want it to be for mom and dad and everybody who works hard, and make our craft be in that $30 range.
So we can look for this in liquor stores.
My first delivery is going to be next Friday when I come back from Arlene Dickinson. She is my mentor, so we are going to AGLC. That'll be about the 15th of May, 2017.
Well, you heard it here first. Look for Red Cup Distilling in liquor stores soon. From Bliss Magazine, thank you very much for taking some time to visit with us and tell us your story. And we look forward to picking you up at the liquor store.
Thank you.